Hey y'all, it's Andrea from Andrea Speaks TV, back to bring you more news and commentary you can use. Listen y'all, I just left a very important meeting with school leaders in a school district. Listen y'all, we're living in a time now where it's so important to know what's happening with your local school district. I just attended a meeting where the school district is at a very critical point. And, I feel like anything involving education, the welfare of the child, there has to be community involvement, right? You have to have not only community involvement, but one of the things I feel like most importantly is parental involvement. Because a lot of things start from home, right? Training starts at home, love starts at home. All of these things. Hold on, y'all. Let me get... All of these things start at home, right? Y'all, listen. I want to encourage you. I never try to tell you all when I do these videos. I always make suggestions. I never say, hey, you should, you'll be crazy if you don't do this and that. But listen, y'all. You saw the video I did earlier, right? About the Build-A-Bear, Drag Bear, whatever you want to call it, y'all. We're at such a critical time now. So many dynamics, so many changes that are happening, right? We're at such a critical time now with education. Students, parents, families, everyone could possibly still be dealing with the effects of online learning and the pandemic. You need to know, okay? If you have a child, if you have any child, okay, that you love, whether it's your child or if you have any student, rather, whether it's your child, niece, nephew, cousin, grandchild, any child that you love and truly care for, right? I would suggest that you find out what's happening in their school district. You need to know what's going on. School districts are preparing and setting budgets for the next school year. You need to know, okay? Does that does the funding include resources, pathways, programs that are going to be to the benefit of your child? Here in Georgia, which is where I am, there's a debate now about school vouchers. Okay, there are some parents who, for many different reasons, are, for lack of a better way to explain it, they're fed up with their local public schools and they're turning to private school options, right? And I'm not, someone here to say, oh, you should do private, you should do public. I feel like you should do what is best in the best interest of your child, you and your family. But many school districts around the country, okay, here in the U.S., they're seeing a decline in enrollment. I did a video. I told you all that there are over 220,000 students, I believe is the figure. There are over 220,000 students who are missing, okay? And by missing, meaning that, and this is over several states here in the United States. And what I mean by that is, they were in public school during the pandemic. For whatever reason, they did not consistently attend school after that. And so those students, by what I mean missing, they're unaccounted for, meaning that there was a record of their enrollment prior to the pandemic. And for whatever reason, when the school system switched to virtual learning, due to the forced lockdowns, right, those students somehow did not show up in other school systems. There was no record of them transferring. There was no record of them going to private school or home school. They just disappeared from the system. Okay, that's what I mean by missing. Now, I don't know, to what extent schools are to be accountable for that. But what I will say is that number it just seems very unacceptable. How is it that over 220,000 students have just somehow fallen by the wayside and they're unaccounted for as it relates to the school system? Okay, now I pray that all of these students and their families are well, but the fact that a combined total, and it could be more, right? The fact that a combined total, and this is not, specifically what this video is about, because I did address it in another video, but the fact that there are 220,000 unaccounted for students in the education system, right? Whatever tracking systems data systems they use to track attendance and other important factors, that's unacceptable. And that's just one, to me, that's just one way. That's just one example of how it shows how the ball has been dropped as it relates to education. So I want to encourage you. I didn't want to, necessarily record myself in the meeting, but I want to encourage you to get involved in your local school district. You're a tax-paying citizen, right? Do you know your tax dollars go towards education? A certain amount of your tax dollars are allocated towards education. You have the right to know whether or not you have a child or children in the school district. So I want to encourage you, okay? You don't have to tell me where you live, what school district. You don't have to ask or answer any questions about that. But I want to encourage you, okay? What I saw tonight was parental involvement, okay? And it made a difference, right? People asking the tough questions, demanding accountability. That's what's needed, right? And so I want to encourage you, okay? And spread the word. Get involved, y'all. We're at and people may say it's always been like this with education. Y'all, it seems like with everything else that's happening in our country, you all see it. I got some more information to update you all on. It seems like now, especially now in such a critical time, we need more parental involvement. How can our schools be successful? How can the teachers, administrators, staff members stay on the job? How can our students continue to learn, the teachers teaching and the students learning, if we don't have the support of parents, families, and the community? Y'all let me know, okay? So I'm about to get on the road. Take care. Think about what I said. Please share your thoughts. Parental involvement, community involvement is needed. Think of it as a partnership, y'all. School and the community. Those are what I feel like are just some factors in the equation for success of a school district. Not only a school, but the school district. Okay? Y'all let me know your thoughts. Take care. Got to stay involved, y'all. I'm not just on here talking about it. I'm taking action. And I'm going back to another meeting next week, y'all, because I feel like for my child, okay, I'm the voice for my child, okay? When I show up to these meetings, I'm fighting for my child, okay? Think about what you can do in your own local community. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon.